Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you guys doing? Welcome back to another live show. Hope everybody is doing okay. Now, check, check, check. Just let me know if you guys are hearing me. Let me know if you guys are hearing me. I see a couple of persons in the comment section already. Mr. Lover, as usual, is there. Yes, man. Well, yes, man. Yes, man. Take on the time and come in. Take time and come in, guys. Gonna have a little chat this evening. All right. Let me see what we have so far. I see Mr. Lover. Richard is here. Just Mr. Love and Richard. I see four persons. All right. All right. Yeah, man. Worry yourself. We're going to talk about the pitch, man. Yo, seriously, how do you feel about the pitch that we just played on? I I think there was too much in it for the batsmen, in my opinion. There was too much in it for the batsmen. I like to see competitive cricket, so I like to know that a bowler will get something out of it. You understand? Not saying that I want bowlers to dominate the game, but we all want to see batsmen score runs. But at the end of the day, the only way to see competitive cricket and good competitive cricket is really when both batsmen and bowlers getting something out of the wicket. I see a couple of persons typing, but I don't know if you guys hearing me. I don't hear anybody say yes. Yes, I hear you. I don't hear anything. No, I'm not going. Just let me know if you guys are hearing me. All right. Jaden said, "Good evening, Sports to the Bone. Do you think West Indies women can get in the top four? I think if we win the next two games, but the problem though, Jaden, is with the run rate. Yeah, man, we got bowled out for 100 and adding two games. Australia, I think in the Australia game and the India game, right? So I think the run rate might be a problem, net run rate. Mhm. It's because of CWI and the team practicing all down to timing. um, oh yeah, they say, yeah, man, we can hear you. All right, good, 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 good. All right. Oh, I just blocked somebody mistakenly. And Mr. Lovatino, Jesus Christ. I was actually skipping the comments and block Mr. Lover. John one star. Let me see if I can pull him. Mr. Lover. Yes, Christ. I think he's going to come back shortly though. Mr. Lover, I was just maneuvering down the comment section and I accidentally block him. But I think he will pop up back eventually. John. All right, yeah, big up the West Indies women. So we can't forget about the ladies. Yeah, man. Ladies doing them thing, man. Stephanie Taylor got us half century in today's in the game. Last game there. All right, Richard said the boat. Oh dear, I hope. How much do you trust our batsmen against even this England attack with Duke's ball lively pitch? As as usual, I don't really trust the batsmen that much. I don't trust the batsmen that much. But as I said, I want a pitch that is lively. So the batsmen will just have to play their part. Batsmen will have to play their part. Mr. Lover, if you can hear me, just log in with another device, please. I think you will be on. You will be able to hear me, but you might not be able to comment. I was maneuvering down the comment section and I mistakenly pressed the block thing. Sachin say, I see there is an article that says Mohammed will make his debut in Barbados. Is that true? I, I don't know anything about that, Sachin, because I remember hearing them saying they. Oh, Mahmood. Sakib Mahmood. When I read it first, I thought you were saying Mohammed Mahmood. It's a strong possibility because if Markwood is out injured, probably Oli Robinson is still injured, then Sakib Mahmood might come in. Might come in. Sports to the Bone, Man United playing, are you watching? Yeah, I actually just left where the thing is and came out here to do the live. It was halftime. We're down 1-0. Manchester United right now seems as if they are the easiest team to score on. I don't know where wrong with them now, man. I would want to see unchanged 11 for that. All right. Sachin said Lennox tonight. Lennox thoughts on Ronaldo's hat trick. Well, Ronaldo just basically showing us that here what he's still able to put the ball in the back of the net. The good thing about it is that it was a match-winning hat trick. Oftentimes we see teams score hat trick and still end up on the losing side. It was a good hat trick though. It was a good hat trick, especially the first goal. First goal was very good. All right. Jaden said Pakistan and West Indies have the same pitch. I think the Pakistan pitch was way worse. I think the Pakistan pitch was way worse. Even ICC I think had something to say about that. Jaja, Mr. Lover, where's Mr. Lover? I'm not coming on back. I want to let my viewers and subscribers. Earlier today, I actually did a live, a private live, sent the link to a couple of persons, and I was able to test it. Mr. Lover was on, and Sanjay was on. The two of them were on, and I was able to hear them. They were able to hear me, and we could see each other. So you see, it's not a setting on the phone. I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it don't work. But I had those two guys on today. I had Sanjay and Mr. Lover on for maybe about 5 minutes. We're just testing it out on a private line. Richard said, "Do we have the team? Would you change the team in any way?" Pramal was quite quiet with the ball. Is he really worth this place because he stood up with the bat? I wouldn't pick a specialist spinner because he stood up with the bat. I would pressure the batsmen to score runs. No, as it didn't do much, but I still going to the same team. That is me. I still go to the same team. It doesn't matter if it's a out and out pace pitch. For me, in Test cricket, I like to have at least one spinner. Can we trust Brathwaite and Banner to bowl a couple of overs that not only get the overs out of the way, but also to make sure that they are able to create chances? Probably not. Plus, we don't want to be slapped with slow over rate again. So I would probably continue with him. Jaden said, "Can't wait for the IPL." Apparently, our boy Shamran Hitmaya can't wait for the IPL either. I saw an article today with a couple of pictures with him over there in India, and his hair is actually pink and all of that. So not only you alone, Jaden, but Hitmaya can't wait for the IPL either. Look like England have a dose of Archer and bring him in, bring him. Look, he's looking good. Yeah, I saw the video with Archer. He was actually bowling some good pace. All right, so Mr. Lover come back. Sorry, Mr. Lover. All right, sports to the bone. I'm going with Blackwood 80 in at least one of these innings. I believe in him still. Remember, who was it that said that? I think it was Contact 20 that said Blackwood going to make the most runs in this series. Most are different Blackwood. All right, Mr. Lover back. Sorry about that, Mr. Lover. Sorry about that. All right, Mr. Lover back. Sorry about that, boss. Yeah, Mr. Lover, I was just explaining to the guys on here that earlier today I actually did a live. I actually did a private live. You and Sandra were on it, and we were able to see each other, listen to each other, and all of that. So I don't know. It's not a setting on my phone. I don't know what the issue is, because we were able to see and hear each other. Yeah, man, Hetty going to make runs this IPL season. I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind. I want all the West Indians that are there to really get some runs. I wonder if any of you guys feel any sort of way that that there's no franchise cricket going on currently, and we are having an international series, and two of the most talented players are not there to play for us in Foran and Hetmyer. How you guys feel about that? I believe a spinner is very important in a test team, but Pramal is offering nothing at the moment. I would try Anderson Phillip. Why Douglas, you're going to go with a mixed pacer? Jesus Christ. I hear you, Douglas. I hear you, Jaja. Official, Mr. Lover said Mahmood is in the 11. All right, so we're going to have a little bit of pace from Saqib Mahmood. All right, Mr. Lover said Mayers out in and Pramal out. Yeah, so we have a next seam bowler coming in. What do we classify Carl Mayer as? A bowling all rounder or a batting all rounder? Good evening, gentlemen. Contact 20. I hope you are right about Blackwood. I hope so too. I want Anderson Phillip to get a game, but how you fit him in. Yeah, the only way to fit in Anderson Phillip for me, in my opinion, is if I am not playing one of the out and out pace bowlers. And you know, Roach did well. Joseph, I mean, he wasn't firing in the first innings, but he came back in the second innings, did his thing. Seals definitely stay. So those are the three that I would be looking to you know, and I can't blame them. Mr. Lover I said Banner, congrats to congrats to be in the top average in test at 49. Yeah, I think Mr. Lover was saying Banner was going to get some runs. So Banner is currently averaging 49. How many test matches that do? About 10 test matches that him gone? How many test matches that so far? Mr. Lover say Mayers is now a bowling all-rounder. Early in his career, you know, he was a bowling all-rounder, but he made West Indies team as a batsman that can bat. So all of a sudden, the specialist batsman dropped down to a bowling all-rounder. All right, Sachin said, you see people fail to realize that the pitch in Antigua was a trash pitch. The pitch only offered the spinner movement in the last innings, as you saw with Leash. All right. Yeah, we're going to work with a spinner, man. I have to have a spinner. Sports Bone, if we win the toss tomorrow, do we bat first or bowl, or does it all depend on the state of the pitch? West Indies usually don't use at Kensington. Yeah, as you know, I will always say it depends on the pitch. It depends on the pitch for me, right? It depends on the pitch, you know, and the weather, because you know they're going here 2, 3, 4 days in advance what the weather is. They can hear 2, 3, 4 days what the weather will look like down the road. So it depends on the conditions in the morning, but we would have shown that we have the capability of going out there and batting. So why not? But it depends on the pitch for me. Mr. Lover say, I told you guys you don't need a spinner. All right, Mr. Lover, I hear you. Kyle Mayers need to replace Brooks. Mr. Lover, can you see my comments? Yeah. Sachin, your Pramal bowling was dreadful and dreadful in both innings. Let's just be real. However, I think he would be better at Kensington to think it. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really bowling anything special. We know the wicket wasn't really offering much, but he wasn't really bowling anything special. And I think you know, they were scoring a lot of him, even though the pitch wasn't really offering anything. You know, the amount of runs they were scoring off him per over was definitely too much. Mr. Lover, this is not Mr. Lover, this is not Clive Lloyd's team. I don't want that boy, I know. All right. Spin bowling is very important to get through the overs. Spinners are just single 4 runs and over without taking wickets. Yeah. Same thing I'm saying. It's you know, it definitely needs a drop. Brooks stays, move him. Brooks stays, move him from 3. So if we move Brooks from 3, where do we bat him? Where do we put him though? Richard, do we really have a better spinner available? Leash under a bit of pressure for his place? Who are the best West Indies spinner you have seen? Chibone, and why? Right now, Pramal actually worked for a spot in the team. You know, Pramal worked for a spot in the team. You understand? Because he didn't do too badly in the last test series. Now, when it comes on to Raston Chase, he isn't a bad spinner. But my problem is that when they play Raston Chase, they play him as a top order batsman and then ask him to bowl. I don't like that. If you're going to make a change, you can ask then he has to bat at probably 8 or wherever and be the out and out spinner or Cornwall. Those are the only guys, the other spinners that we have they are mostly bowling in the shorter format of cricket. You know, we don't really see them playing in a 4-day cricket, so I could get a good look at them. So I can't say that, you know, these guys are better than Permal. And Permal is, here we have to be honest now. You see, when it comes on to regional cricket, Permal, the man proven and tested and proven for years, year in, year out, Permal taking wickets right throughout the year, right throughout the year. Permal is dominating regional cricket. You understand? I mean, he wasn't too good in the first game, but can't just throw man I was it, man. Lennox, do you think Australia made a mistake to decide that declare that early yesterday? I wasn't following I wasn't following everything, you know, but based on what I saw, I think I don't even remember the score. I think this morning I took a look at it, but I wasn't following it that close this session, so I don't even remember how much, how quickly it was done. Blackwood is and DeAndre, long time when I hear you. I'm saying Blackwood is on what? Banner to score another century, hopefully a good cricket wicket, says Ramel King. I would love that is. Blackwood is on a chalk line. Well, right now Blackwood walking on a piece of thread. Blackwood is on a chalk line. Blackwood walking on a piece of thread. Richard does Hussein want to play test squash. Junior isn't consistent with his delivery. So for right now, yeah, Permal, that's what I'm saying. You know, those are the guys that really we can really look to. Permal, Chase, and Cornwall. The other guys that we are seeing, you know, they are mostly playing the shorter format. I think if the pitch was better, we would have got a result. Yeah, probably yes. And the rain that came on the fourth day, you know, that sort of sway things a little bit. Why you all now go down with Mayers? He is a waste. We are going to see him the last this series. Another 100 for Root, Bearstow, Banner, and also one from Jason. When you're talking the rest of the series, you're talking in the next two games to come. You cannot be talking about the one game tomorrow, the game tomorrow. So much man going to score again. Yeah. Douglas said we have a spinner and we have to be hiding him. Normally a spinner is expected to bowl the most over and we're hiding him. Leash was way better in both innings. Permal quality bowler is par. Yeah, he wasn't good. He wasn't good in the last game. I will give it that, Douglas. He definitely wasn't performing too well. But as it relates to who we have, if we're going to go with a spinner right now, Permal is definitely the one that we have to work with. You know, seeing that they just decided that they're not going to work with Chase or Cornwall. Permal and Permal didn't do too badly in the last series. Was it the series against Sri Lanka? Mr. Lover say the spinners in the Caribbean in terms of West Indies test is Cornwall. Huh? The best spinner. Oh, you said even Cornwall are the best. Yeah. Contact 20, I agree with you. He was dreadful indeed. No Chase, no Cornwall, Warrington, no backup spinner. Cornwall should be down. Brathwaite, all right, Mr. Lover giving us, what's this, Mr. Lover? Your team, Brathwaite, Campbell, Banner, Mayers, Brooks, Blackwood, Holder, Silver, Joseph, Roach, and Seals. So Mr. Lover bringing in Kyle Mayers for the spinner. Brave man. All right, Mr. Lover, I hear you. Oh, Sachin said Pakistan needs 318 in 90 overs, and also Baba. Yeah, I saw Baba's century. Yeah, I saw Baba's century. How many wickets they lose already, Sachin? But if you're forcing the victory, you know, you have to try. Yeah, contact saying if you're trying to get the victory, you have to, you know. Australia trying to get a win. They bowled 80 overs and only took 2 wickets. Tomorrow is the last day, so they made the right call in my eyes. Oh, I think Pakistan will make so much runs for the final day, man. Although pitch, What type of pitch man am a Batman, man? Mayor is not 4. Don't trust that, Mr. Lover. Mayor is at 4. Don't trust that. Batting Kyle Mayor is at 4 right now. Why? Can we clarify that vital decision? That vital discussion point. How important is Nkrumah Bana and this type of innings? Some some criticize his pace. Deprive West Indies of a win. Here's my thing now, and I don't want a man to think is because when addressing things like this, first I have to clear the air because we have some people which part some persons that are just waiting to hear me say something about the Jamaicans to say, oh, see, it's because you're a Jamaican. But it's the same thing I was saying about Craig Brathwaite even before Bana came along. Now, we definitely need somebody to play that sort of innings as it relates to Bana. What we need is for the rest of the batsmen to play their game, right? Because if we don't have Bana play batting those amount of deliveries, then we're going to get bowled out. It is as simple as that. Because nobody else after Bana is really going to go down and bat that long consistently. Da Silva will try, Holder will try, but consistently doing it, we don't really see. We don't see it. What we need to do is let Brathwaite continue doing what he's known for at the top. John Campbell is in there as an attacking opening batsman. I don't even want to force it on him because if he gives away his wicket, I'm going to go after him, right? But the man that batting at 6 at 5 need to step up. Blackwood is a problem. And this is where my Jamaican people are going to say that I am bad minding and I am calling out Jamaican. I am bad minding Jamaican. Blackwood is the man that need to step up. You are batting at number 6 in a test team. It simply means you must score runs. You have to score runs at 5. Sorry, you're batting at 5. You have to score runs. If you are an out and out batsman, it's a must that you score runs and you have to score it at good pace. Look at what Travis Head is doing for Australia. Look around the world. Look at Ben Stokes when he bats at 5. You have to score runs if you're going to bat at 5 as a test. That is where the problem is. You have a specialist batsman bat at 5 that's not making it. And I know that we're going to rewind and say, oh, but a catcher sports in the ball, he's the highest ranked West Indian, right? He's the highest ranked batsman in test for us. He's not scoring consistently the amount of runs that we need. Right? Getting a 30 and a 40 every now and again will get you up in the ranking because West Indies batsmen don't really do much anyways. But Bana playing game, man. Bana need to play game. I would use Brian Charles for the guy. From the under 19 and Amore from under 19. Remember I was talking about the thing yesterday, Mr. Lover, Brian Charles. When was it? Was it day before yesterday West Indies decided that they're not going to change the squad? And I was saying Reef and Brian Charles and probably Casey Carty going to feel away about that, because they didn't do too badly in the warm-up game. But Brian Charles, I would have to see them somewhere. That is the thing, Mr. Lover. I don't really see these guys a lot, so I would want to see them some more. Yes, in one game. All right, I hear you. It's just show how terrible our batsmen are against spinners because we let this average spinner dominate in regional cricket. Then they only perform in Asia at the international levels. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are known as poor, as to be poor against spinners, Hey, but is the Shiv Narayan of this team? Don't show Shiv Narayan shine upon name out too carelessly. No, don't let them come at you. Don't let them come at you. Mr. Lover Mares at 4 is a disaster waiting to happen. Listen what I'm doing, guys. I'm gonna continue reading the comments until I'm about to close the live. Then I will try and let in somebody. So if it is not working, then we would have covered most of the show, right? But I'm still going to try and see if I can give you an opportunity to speak, right? But I'm going to read the comments and keep it going, make sure things flow. When I come into the back end now, I try and let in persons, is it? All right. Let us low Pramal, you and man, he deserves to be in the team. That's where he made the double. Who is that again? Kyle Mayers. Yeah, I think he was batting at 4 at that time. Bana made sure West Indies couldn't lose and made triple figures with our record. I can't. Yeah, the man, who else we have in the team that going to stick around and bat that so long? Only Brackway. You need somebody in the team to do that. Yeah. It's not like we have an Australia team that the man them score runs so quickly. Well, Steve Smith will settle down and bat long. But you have guys, every team you can look at, every team you look at, they have somebody that will do that can settle down and bat for a long period. We need that, Mr. Lover. You can't even compare Banner to the Tiger. I doubt he's comparing him. I think he's just saying that Banner is the rock in the team. That is probably as far as I will go. He's a rock in the team. I don't take Shibner and Shandopal comparisons too likely, because I grew up watching Shandopal. So I don't take the comparison too likely. Perma shouldn't be dropped for the second test. If Bana can keep his average around 45 to 46 before the end of the series, that would be amazing, given we haven't had a batsman like that in a long time. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, contact 20. If you can, that would definitely be good. So you'll be looking to get runs in both innings of this test and then on the next one. All right, that's what the England commentator said. Well, the England commentator is terrible. Sachin, I don't think they mean it that literal, as in say, Bana, they are comparing him to right up there. That would be madness. I think they're just saying, he's the solid man in the team. That is it. He's the solid man in the team, right? I think that's what they are saying. If Pakistan win that, then they will break the world record for chasing which West Indies holds. Mm. Hmm. Um, can keep up. All right. Um, Top class century from Barbara. I watch all his innings this morning. Junior Davis. I didn't see it, It's when I actually woke up and noticed that he got a century, and I was saying, yeah, man. Funny enough, I didn't even realize that. I thought he had more centuries, his six. I think that was his sixth test century. Mm. All right, Banner is Banner. No need to put the pressure of the Tiger on him right now. His international test career only started a year ago. Banner be himself. You see, and that is the thing. Remember, Nkrumah Banner is about 33, so that's why I'm saying, guys, there's no way they're they really mean it that literally. Mr. Lover and Contact 20, the bad thing about Banner is that he is already 33. Yeah. And you see, I wish he made debut like 8 years ago. That is the thing that they always trying to force Bana in the team as a ODI player back in the days. That Bana, let me give you a history. Bana has been around for a long time. Most of you guys on here would know by now. I went to GC Foster College, right? Bana went to Michael University. On several occasions, and my college is located in St. Catherine in Jamaica. Bana is from St. Catherine. And almost every evening, after, when he would have graduated from Michael, almost every evening, we used to see Bana over GC working in the nets with the other guys, with people like Derval Green and a couple more others. So he has been around for a while, and he has been around. It's just that his game has changed. He has definitely changed his game. But one thing I can tell you, what you see Bana doing out there on the pitch, it is not for show. He's definitely like that. He's like that. Bana is like that. Even in the nets and training, that's how he bats. Bana playing like that allows Brathwaite to be a bit more productive. Look at the first innings where Brathwaite was scoring runs. I would want a larger sample size to really say that, to really say that, Mr. Lover. In all honesty, I would want a larger sample size. You know why I say that now? The England bowling was dreadful, and I can understand that they probably told Brathwaite to go out there and press, yes. But remember, Bonner did not get in as 18, so there's no way Brathwaite could guarantee that Banner was going to come in and make runs. It's not like Brathwaite and Banner were batting together. So there was no way to guarantee that Banner was going to come in and not get out first ball. You understand? If you understand what I mean. So, I think the English bowling was dreadful at that in the first innings. All right. I also see Da Silva half century coming. This test every time they look solid. Yeah. Da Silva, no bad man. Banner played good. He had to bat the way he did. Yep, agree. Can drop the vice captain, Ian James. You see, I can't even knock you, Ian. I can't even knock you. Coming into the series, I was saying that here what, but Blackwood need to produce, or else he's going to be a problem, not because he's the vice captain. If Blackwood go through this series and don't give us anything, then we need. You heard how passionately I spoke before. You cannot be the team as a specialist batsman and not scoring runs. It is impossible. Can't happen. You understand? So, as I said, but Blackwood need to make runs. Blackwood must make runs. Sachin say your number 1 and 5 needs to score runs. That is a must. Yeah, and 4. The number 4, your number 4 usually will start all the team together. They should put back Blackwood at number 1, give him more responsibility. He played well at 1 previously. And why Sheldon? I don't even know, yeah, man. I don't even know. Because in coming in this test, what we might find is Blackwood getting a next half, getting a 30 or so. Getting a 30. If we put him at the top, we might find him getting a 30. That is what we're running from. Oh, the man is in the team as a specialist batsman. You can't score 30 and 40 and we're happy. You have to score centuries and half centuries in a team as a specialist batsman. Banner is playing the role Shana Paul used to play. Mhm. All right. At this point, Jason Bowler could bat at 5, similar to Ben Stokes. I, I can't even knock the argument. I can't knock the argument. But the problem now is that what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to drop the specialist batsman behind the all-rounder. And I don't even like that. I don't like that. But I can't even knock out the argument, Douglas, because no wrong with the money, man. Sports and board thoughts on the West Indies Women World Cup so far. 2 wins, New Zealand and England, and 2 losses, back-to-back losses. India and Australia need to beat Bangladesh and Pakistan badly. We have to beat them real good contact. As I was saying earlier, with the 2 games that we lost, we got bowled out for probably just 100 and something, in both games. So definitely going to need to get to produce. Having said that, these are 2 teams that they are not the best, they are not the strongest teams. So let us see. Everybody would have to turn up in those 2 games to really do that. All right. Sports to the bone. I disagree with you and Pramal. He should be dropped. The stats show that he is less productive and less Alane. Pramal should be dropped. The stats show that he is less penetrative and less economical at test level than Cornwall, Chase, and Workan. No, but I was I don't know if you misheard me now. Based on the squad, who is in the squad? Nobody else is in the squad, so you have to use him, right? And Cornwall and Chase probably would have done, okay at the test level. But I was talking about the regional level, produced year in, year out. So if you drop Cornwall and Chase, who is the next likely man to get it? Must be the man that is dominating the regional cricket. You understand? But I understand people wanting Rastan Chase or Cornwall in. I can understand that, but if you don't give those guys, if you don't select those guys in the squad, who is the next best? You would have to be Pramal, plus he didn't do too bad in Sri Lanka. To be honest, I was willing to give him a chance out. He has not improved as a first-class player with so many wickets. He could not even bowl with control and keep the scoring rate down. That is a fact. That is a fact against. I can't argue with you. He was giving away way too many runs. I agree. He was giving away way too many runs. All right, now, how aware are you and all here at the relatively low expectation of this England bowling attack? What advice would you give West Indies to take advantage and hold on. Yeah, guys, you know what? I actually dropped my phone in and crack part of it, so where the comments are coming up, I have to be maneuvering. So that's why you're making so many mistakes when I'm reading it. I can't really see the thing. Oh, all right. You have to know where the English bowling is concerned, Sachin. You see, where the English bowling is concerned, we still have to be careful because as Coach Musiban said, these are still guys that are good enough if the surface is offering something to really go out and produce. Having said that, though, what our batsmen need to do is not only look to survive. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in Test cricket. It's Test cricket, yes, and you want to survive and bat long, but you also want to try and be fruitful. So my thing to them is go out and press. That is how I know batsmen bat in Test cricket. Once you can bat, TLM doesn't come most of the time come and try and survive while the batsman is batting, but majority of our guys looking to just probably survive. We need to look to score, so Shana Paul used to score a little faster though. Yeah, it comes with time, man. It comes with time. It comes with time. All right. Have many more through than banner. I actually love that banner is doing and want him to continue, but he's actually one dimensional. You won't see him playing too many shots. I mean, if it is required, I am hoping that you will be able to play it similarly to how some other guys that are solid can play the shots if it is required. But yeah, he's definitely one piece. With Stokes, Overton, Mahmood, Wokes as England bowlers. With Stokes out, I say West Indies should get at least 330 in the first innings. The bowling doesn't scare me. Why did they drop Anderson and Brad? Because of the former captain, the interim director, Andrew Strauss, I guess he was saying that he's looking in a new direction. But especially Brad though, I would have brought Brad. I would have took Stuart Broad, so I don't know. But what you say? Did you say with Ben Stokes out, with Stokes, Overton, Mahmood, Wokes as England bowlers, and with Stokes out, Stokes playing man. I understand what I mean. All right, Lennox, is it just me or every match Usman Khawaja plays since he came back and he made 100 Australia never won. Yes, and I want to tell you, Sachin, that was a criticism that they had even before he came back. They were saying that this is a guy that can bat and he scores a century, but for some reason, whenever he scores a century, Australia still end up doing win. And people remember centuries when they are match winning centuries. So, uh, you know, uh, I am hoping that you will be able to play a couple of match winning innings. Are you saying that the only players that can play for West Indies has to be playing the regional competition? I am not the one that is saying that smart. What is this now? Smart passive success. I'm not the one that is saying that, bro. That is what the guys are requesting. That is how you make the test team according to them. You have one situation like a Jaden Seals where they would have captured him and brought him forward. But that is the general idea of the tournament to pick the test players from it. That is what they are saying. That is not my opinion. That is actually what is written down in the CWI requirements. All right, 20 Wednesday. All right, so contact 20. Them say them rebuild, but they don't trouble us. Yeah, you see, but the problem is rebuilding. You can't drop everybody to rebuild. You cannot drop everybody to rebuild. That is a problem. Remember, West Indies had pulled something similar to that when they dropped Shandopar when he was the best middle order batsman and said they're rebuilding. Wood. Yeah, with Wood out. As I said, even with Mark Wood in still, I didn't I was thinking that it would have been smart to bring at least Stuart Broad. At least Broad. At least Stuart Broad. It would have been smart to bring him, especially knowing how Mark Wood injury prone. Bana deserve his chance. He is what we need now. Mm. Um, I just watched how Saki Mahmood can swing the white ball in ODI, so that will he do with the red ball. He will swing it a mile. You see, and this is the thing, you know. I remember when we were playing white ball, I was saying that Mahmood probably going to give us some issues because of his pace and his swing. But he hasn't really hit the ground running as yet still, you know, based on what I can remember. So I am hoping that this is not the series that he will start. Hold on, guys. Just give me a second, please. All right, continuing. Here what now, guys? I actually was eating some jackfruit before the live, you know. So the thing made me thirsty and my mouth, my lips, them sort of dry. So I just went for a bottle of water. Anywhere I go and see jackfruit, and I have to buy it, even if I'm not in Jamaica. All right, let us continue. Anybody can tell me what's happening in the Manchester United game? We lose it. Good people. Hold on, good people. I'm liking the discussion. It's 0-0 and West Indies can shine in Barbados, the home of a fast bowling hit. The like button. What you mean, Richard? Tell them to hit the like button, yes. These people are allergic to the like button. You look like Sports and Bone Thoughts and Dan Lawrence bowling action. Sports in the Bone Thoughts and Dan Lawrence bowling action. It is so funny. I think it distracts our batsman. It's one of the funniest things I have seen in a while. Here I tell you, it it's one of the funniest things that I have seen in a while. It actually reminds me of when I was growing up and we used to play cricket. And you know, in the backyard or at school, you try and imitate different players. So a lot of people used to imitate people like Lara, but some used to imitate Shibner and Shandopal. This man just look like he's making up something for people to imitate. I can't put it another way. It just look like it's a waste of energy. It just look that way to me. But everybody have their rhythm still. Everybody have their rhythm with their bowling. But it's one of the weirdest thing I have seen now. It must distract the batsman is wasn't Blackwood more consistent batting at 6? I think he has majority of his runs at 6, yes. Good evening, Blackwood is a one-day player. He not test player. Justin, right now, you guys probably maybe hear me say it on this show on several occasions. Justin, I don't know how Blackwood never really met the ODI team like that and start the vice captain of the test team. But we just go with the flow. CWI always see some things that we can't see. Back on the West Indies women's, is it just me that thinks we dropped we depend on the big three of Taylor, right? Taylor, Matthews, and that team too much. They all can bowl, all obviously can bat and are excellent fielders. You see, after the second game, after England, after the we won England in the second game. Courtney Walsh was asked whether or not he's worried about, you know, Stephanie Taylor and Dutton, not really. And who is the next one? I think Taylor Dutton, and I don't remember if it's Campbell, really not coming to the fore. And he was saying that, you know, these are our top players, and they will definitely come up trumps when the time is necessary. So we always depend on them. But here we cannot even say nothing, no contact 20. When they selected this team, they said that they have selected a well balanced team, a team that will feed off each other, and a team that will go all the way. Not all the way to the final, no, but we put everything on the and leave everything on the field. So I can't even say that. I mean, when these guys don't perform, when these girls don't perform, as you say, the team usually don't really go too far. You understand? But the coach had said that it's a well balanced team, so I don't know what I mean by that. They should hold on, they should have used Jamal Warwick or Cornwall. They have better averages and economies. Remember though, you know that because of the last series that was played, remember Pramal did extremely well in was it the last series? Somebody can correct me if I'm misquoting. I think it was the last series that he did well. I think West Indies selection Haynes encourages our players in first test, but Captain Brathwaite need to rotate his pace and spin early to England batsmen. Mm. There are a couple of things. There are a couple of things where the bowling rotation is concerned that I would want to see improve. Yes, contact 20. I only know about 4 players and the women team, and that is Taylor, Matthews, Datin, and Mohammed. You have a couple more man that perform. You have Knight. You have Connell. Connelly, I think her name is. You have Campbell. You have Nation. A couple of girls there now, but they are not as consistent as you would want them to be. No, I like Pollard said you hold on. Like Pollard said, your stocks always goes up when you on the bench. Carnival is no different. Chase a more thinker, but he's better we're at this time. We're at this time. But we'd have to play him as an out and out batsman then. Sports addiction said 20, contact 20 exactly. All the other players need to step up and make runs if those 3 doesn't. All right, you guys know sports today, sports addiction entertainment, another YouTuber from Jamaica. Actually, man posts a lot of cricket content, so you can check him out. From my neck of the woods to I think from Senton in Jamaica, my place, yeah. Crack new phone. Contacts a crack new phone. Go get that warranty receipt and replace sports to the board. So it come through. Yeah, I might have to do that. But until January, about 3 days after I get the phone, I drop it. So far the comments reach, man. Yeah, January. Hayley Matthews is playing cricket for a decade and she owned the 23 unbelievable talent. She made her debut for Barbados at 12. Matthews is good. I think she's older than 23. She's not older than 23. She didn't get anything today doing. I think she made a duck. She made a duck today. She didn't score anything today though. All right. Nation and Campbell have been decent. However, it seems like the rest just taking up space, especially the 3. Knight, her scores are horrendous so far. Oh, yeah, Knight haven't scored anything. I think. Sports it go. Remember, I USA, they say the time is 1 hour ahead of Jamaica now. It changed around already. You sure? Things change around? Telling us I don't good with numbers and I don't follow up anything. And I was thinking it's the same time. I was thinking it's the same time. You might need to be replaced at 3 for real, but who will replace her? That is the thing, sports addiction. Sports addiction, that's the problem. Not many young women coming through right now. Maybe the women CPL can spark some new faces. Hopefully. And as I said, in the CPL, they said they're going to have 3 teams: the Barbados, I think, Trinidad Tobago Knight Riders, and Guyana Amazon Warriors, I think. So 3 teams. I'm hoping that they will definitely spark some interest. But I can tell you, the girls are not gravitating to cricket in school in Jamaica. I can tell you that for sure. It was a mistake. England leaving Broad out. Yep. Yeah, we really need young players to step in CPL women because we really need proper batters. 7 minutes left to play. What I say, 1-0 still, 7 minutes left to play. Manchester United backline, it's too easily open. I was watching the first half just now. Soon go back to the cricket, guys. I was watching the first half before I came on, and it's the same thing. They just make an easy break through the middle, and there's always a switch up ball over to either end, because our wing backs are always out of place, and then they just play it on top of the box or square to the next wing back, easy goal. That is how Felix scored in the first half, but it was an offside goal. Ball went down, I think down where Alex Tillis should have been. Wasn't there. I think they squared it, Felix easy head. We're always out of position. We have some talented players on the field, but they are just playing. That is it. I can't see a system. They are just playing. That's all I can see. Sports at the bone, we still losing 1-0. Yeah. But them no good, man. Still over, they say Hector was injured. A fast bowler from Antigua. So they say Hector was injured, fast bowler from Antigua. Which Hector is that again, Mr. Lover? He was in the warm-up game. Lennox, who is our IPL team, and who do you think will win? Who is your right now? I don't even know which IPL team is mine, you know. In all honesty, I don't even know. But here what happens now. You see the team that the younger guys are on. I want to see those teams doing well, and I want those guys to contribute. So people like the audience Smith hopefully will get game. Romario Shepherd, right? People like Puran. Well, Puran and Hitmeyer are seasoned in now, and they just need to continue their good work. The Jakes, these guys. I just want to see these guys perform well. You know, usually you see, it's very difficult for me to say who my thing their team is, who my IPL team is because it depends on the West Indies player that you pick up. Because sometimes I tend to move across depending on the West Indies player that is there. But I just want to see those guys perform. It would be similar to our CPL. I am Jamaican, but when Ramdin was playing for Amazon Warriors was my team. You know, when he switched back to Trinidad, you know, I want to see him perform well, but not necessarily want Trinidad to win the thing. You know, so it depends on the team that our guys are playing for. Mahmood is a sound. Mahmood is a sound and dangerous pick. If selected, any thoughts on the potential of Alzarri Joseph? How much of a threat is he to England? Yeah, Mahmood. We were discussing Mahmood earlier, Richard. He's good. He's quick. Swings the ball. You know, he isn't as consistent as one would want, but he definitely can pose some threat. Alzarri Joseph, now, if he gets the ball up with his pace and his movement, he will definitely give the batsmen some problems. You know, but we just want him getting the batsmen to play more and not to play, you know, to get the ball in front of the batsmen, to put it that way. And Seals going in, I want Seals to get the batsmen to play more often. He's way too talented to be bowling the ball that way. You know, so we need Seals getting the ball in front of the ball, well, closer to the batsman. With the new ball, Joseph would be very bad for England. Just that the fielder is not taking his chances. I always say that, you know, Mr. Love, and people think it's a joke I am making. Alzarri Joseph, I don't know what. Alzarri Joseph is the smartest cricketer. You know why? The man is always taking the edge and they dropping his catch. Some games that you see other bowlers finish with 3 and 4, you know, Alzarri will finish with 2 or 3. Alzarri would have had 5 or 6 because they always drop the man catches. I don't know why. I don't know if it is a case where because Alzarri is a little bit quicker. You see, these are certain things that we have to bear in mind, you know, guys. And I don't know. I don't play cricket professionally, so I assume the captain knows these sort of things. When Alzarri Joseph is bowling, who regularly bowls 140, 141, or you know, or a little more. When Alzarri Joseph is bowling, you want the slip card to maybe take about 2 paces back. Because if you are way up to where you stand when Roach is bowling, the ball hitting the edge probably going to come way faster at you. You're more likely to drop it. You understand? Alzarri has a little bit more pace, so when the batsman go at the ball and it hits the edge, the ball will sail back to you. You understand? So if you are too close and you're not I don't want to say not a good catcher, but if you are too close, more than likely you might not be able to hold on to the ball. So these are the little things that you have to work out. And guys, I can guarantee you, the captain must know this. The wicket-keeper must know this. Alzarri is going to bowl at a faster average than the other bowlers, than the Roach and the Seals. So this slip card must take at least 2 steps back or so. And I can guarantee, as I said, these are things where they must know. If they don't know these things, then they deserve to be on the field, in the slip card. If Cornwall is fit to play for West Indies, then I start to protest for my man Hitmeyer. You don't hear that they have different tests. Plus, Hetmyer is not only the fitness test that kept him out of the test team. I believe that they wanted Hetmyer to play in this testing, but he didn't really do much in the test championships, in the regional championship. So that was an issue. Excuse me a second, guys. I have to try to keep hydrated, you know. I think I want to drop down. As our thoughts on how the series will now play out. Sounds like West Indies should be slight favorites. Agree. I think Sri Lanka are a tougher test. Speak, says Richard. Yeah, somewhat. If we are able to remain consistent, we could put that sort of cap on our heads to say, yeah, we might be slight favorites, especially with what is happening with the England bowling unit. You know, I don't know if they're going to get their act together. The man that was expected to lead with consistency for England Wokes, he was horrible. So if he gets his act together, well, I can't say Ben Stokes, you know, was struggling because he bowled over 40 odd overs. So if he comes back and does his thing, if Mahmood comes and performs, then you know we might be in some trouble. But I don't want to undermine the team. We probably can put on that cap. Greetings, Sports Born from the UK. Would like to see Philip come in for Pramal. Otherwise, the team is looking good. That you see, this is a debate that we have been having with, from early now. Philip coming in for Pramal. I know it's going to be a pacey wicket, but I like to have a one spinner. Not only to because of the over run rate and the over rate, but when the ball gets a little bit older and not doing much, you know, I like to have a little spinner to try a thing. But I hear you. Addiction, so big up Sports to the Bone. Thank for the shout out. Yeah man, blessings. My fitness that is different from Carnival fitness test. Yeah, she is only 23, says King. You know, honestly, I thought she was a bit older than that though. In all honesty, I thought that girl was probably about 27. In all honesty. Yeah man, in all honesty, I thought she was a bit older. The fitness thing is a bit different, you know. I am putting in some work in the gym and I'm not trying to lose some weight. So what to tell I might be able to pass the fitness test. All right, time change, man. Oh, Salova Cornwall is Antigua, so you will think that. Sorry, I'm so late. Yeah, we are here, man. We are here. We are still here. I am the only one at home, you know, so we keep it going for now. Wife is not here to tell me to come off, so we keep it going. It's time to just accept our cricketers are not good enough. We asking for them to start today, and the next match we asking for them to be replaced. We are just short of good players. Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, Gustav, blessings. Sheldon, why Sheldon just come? Sheldon, what's up, man? Where were you? Heard you were watching that T10 tournament with Pollard bowling some off spin. Mr. Lovahiti is Guyanese, so he is hated by many Caribbean players, including our coach. I won't go down the line, still, you know. I won't go down the line there at all. I won't go down the line. Mr. Lovahiti, okay, the female fast bowler you're talking about. I won't go down that line at all. Sports to the Bone. What's your thoughts on Azhar? First innings, he didn't bowl well at all, but still pick up 2 late wickets, and then he bowled the best of the bowlers in the second innings. Can he be consistent? That is a problem. Contact 20. Consistency is the thing. And Azhar has been in the team for a while now. 2016, Azhar started playing professional cricket, right? So it's about time now. You understand? But as I said, guys, when you're a fast bowler and early in a spell, the team is consistently putting down 1 or 2 chances, you are going to be frustrated and you are going to try and start trying different things. So the team must help him. The team have to help him. It's a must. But yeah, it definitely needs to be a bit more consistent for me though. All right. I would bring in Well, let me skip a comment. Poran better have a better run in the IPL than he did last year because it will be disgraceful. One thing I know, they have a lot of faith in him and he's rated highly, right? Because last year I think he had about 4 consecutive ducks and a couple of low scores and he went as the, somebody remind me, was he the third or the fourth highest sold player? I don't remember, but he was in the top 5, I think. So he needs to perform. I would bring in Mayers for Pramal. A lot of people leaving out Pramal, man. So who going to spin it? We don't want any spin at all then. Contact, did you not see the catches missed off his bowling? Stop with their complex. Sachin and Sheldon have a little thing going from their ideas. I won't even trouble them. I saw 2 drops, but for me, I didn't think he did himself justice in the first innings. Yeah, he wasn't really bowling well in the first innings at all. He wasn't really bowling too well. Manchester United have lost and are knocked out of the champ. They sick my stomach, I say. That is exactly why I said when I set the time for the live and I realized that I was only going to get a chance to watch the first half and then come on the live. And then I said, yeah, what, I'm gonna let it stay because they're gonna lose anyway. We don't have any Jesus Christ. 147. Oh, I think I'm talk about Alzari. Sheldon you came and so I don't come after me. Why am I leaving them gonna do anything? Money on a side. Money is not sad, you know, they just not set up tactically. You see me? They have a lot of talented players just running up and down on the field. No structure at all. No Jesus Christ. Joseph could put more in the batting and his handful. Yeah, that is the thing, Philip. I think that is why a lot of persons, after the test, a lot of persons were saying they want to drop Joseph because of we got out. We need to remember that he's in as a fast bowler. It's just that we know he has the ability to bat. So let us, as Contact said, let us not call him a all-round as yet. Let us call him a fast bowler that can bat. The way in which he got out based on the situation was really dreadful. All right, bring in extra batsman and drop the spin bowler. There's a lot of people dropping the spin bowler, man. Man United disappoint me and drop out of Champions League. I want my Arsenal to make top 4. Right now, Arsenal more likely to make top 4 than Man U because I think Arsenal has about 3 games in hand, and it's just that I don't trust Arsenal because they have a tendency to start the foolishness. But you guys are Arsenal, they're performing well, man. With this Barbados pitch, I begging them to take Alzari catches because this pitch is going for runs. And that is why I said the keeper and the people in the slip, Jason will have a good brain. So I know that I don't know why I can't explain it, guys. As I said, from Joseph, when Joseph come on display, slip field, I suppose you know they're supposed to take about 2 steps back or so, but I don't know, yeah. I wanted Man United to go for the Champions League. So that is it. We're not going to win the Champions League and we're not going to make the top 4. It's highly unlikely that we're going to make the top 4. Even if Pramal did not bowl well, he batted good as he should play in place of Blackwood. Right now, anybody they want to put in for Blackwood, I can't even curse here, man, because Blackwood not doing anything. But the thing is that we don't want, because Pramal was able to hang around, we lose sight of the pitcher and say let him stay because he's doing his thing with the bat. We want him to make the team first as a bowler. You understand? And we thanks for the bonus. Yeah, but I definitely agree with Blackwood getting some pressure. Definitely agree. Sports to the bone. The big teams like PSG and Man U are getting out of the Champions League and they're laughing at Barca who is laughing now. And funny, why? And I tell you, it's rough, yeah, man. It's rough. Just the way how I see Manchester United concede goals. I know we're not going too far. Hoping for a very good day cricket tomorrow. West Indies have to believe in themselves that they can win. This England squad is nothing to be afraid of. They know it, and I hope our players know it too. Yep. And that is why I'm saying the batsmen should not go out there and look to survive only. They need to look to score. When you can't score, you're different. Yeah, jumping in the room. Mr. Lover, big up. All right, my boss. White blessings. Long time when I hear you. Same team says JR. JR is a Liverpool. Yeah. Guys, sorry about drinking on the live tonight. I had some jackfruit earlier and the thing just dry up my mouth style. Sports in the Bone, we want some bold predictions. Name your top scorer and highest wicket taker for West Indies in the second test match. All right, no problem. All right, so the highest scorer. Uh, highest scorer. I'm going to go with the skipper at home. I'm going to go with the skipper for this one. You know, usually I don't like to give prediction with guys at the top of the order, you know, because anything can happen with openers. Anything can happen with openers at the top there. But I'm going to go with the captain to get some runs. I'm going to go with the captain to get the runs. And believe it or not, I'm not going Roach and I'm not going Joseph, you know. I'm going Seals. Not even going Jason Holder with the wickets. I'm going Seals. You guys know I'm a big Roach fan and I like Roach with his skill set, but I'm going Seals to get most of the wickets and I'm going Brathwaite to get some runs. No disrespect to man like Banner that is in form and Blackwood and those guys that is going to make a lot of runs, but I'm going Seals and Brathwaite. I don't think the position in the slip was a problem. They were just not alert enough. The players are sleeping in my opinion. And not only for this game, you know, Douglas, not only for this game, but generally speaking, when a quicker bowler comes on, you usually take a one or two step back. So why is it that they are always putting down catches off Joseph bowling? When Roach bowl, they are always good and comfortable, right? Same thing with Seals, but when the pace goes up a little bit, is either the ball go to them too quickly, or I don't know. I was just trying to feel, but it can be, as I said, maybe they just sleeping there, man. Yes, unknown. Big up. Frank say in the test team, in the starting 11, our fast bowler is Alzari. Yeah, man, Alzari is the fastest bowler, man. Need to see Oshane Thomas playing some red ball cricket. Yeah. Shane Thomas is a next story. Funny enough, you know, I think the English supporters having the same issue with Ollie Robinson. I think they're having the same issue with him as relates to his fitness. You know, they're saying that he needs to manage his weight and all of that. So I guess it's similar issue to what we're having with Oshane. I said the men under 19 and the women cannot feel at once. First class team need fire pace bowler and the cricket can benefit Oshane immediately with the accuracy and fitness. Boy, I spend so much time talk about Oshane Thomas, so I don't even his real pace, it just needs some work. But pretty here what the problem is. Oshane Thomas, I don't know. If you are playing professional cricket for so long, right, and you understand that as a pace bowler, your body weight has a lot to do with how productive you will be. You know, I know that I don't want to body shame anybody. So, and people have conditions that will allow them to put on weight quickly. But if you're a professional cricketer, man, good gosh, man, you have to be very strict and put in the work. You know, if you're not able to make the team, it shouldn't be because of fitness. You know, things like that. It should be because your bowling need work. So he first need to do things you know, individually and know that they need to help him put in the work, but individually I think that he needs to do some work also. Joseph, top wicket taker, top scorer, Banner, says Mr. Lover. All right. Jason Holder will win man of the match for his all-round performance. The man is beast in Barbados. Yeah, usually performs well there. Keep the same squad. All right. And they afraid of Alzari bowling. He must that. how I would like a Shannon Gabriel in the side. Did I say that? How impressed have you been with John Campbell? Even English papers said he threw his wicket away. John Campbell, Richard. You see the first recap I did after the test match. You know what I said? I said I wouldn't even waste time to talk about John Campbell. That man, I don't know what wrong with him. I don't know what wrong with him. You know, the man, the man is a headache, Bridget. I don't know what is wrong with him. The man threw his wicket away. I, Jesus Christ. Somebody had can't off someone. My God. This is the weakest England squad for a while. We should win. Seals to take most wickets, says Mark. All right. He did throw away his wicket. Yep. I am going with Campbell and Hola. Which Campbell? There's an ex-Campbell in the team. Well, hopefully, because I want it to be a turnaround series for him. You know, I definitely want it to be a turnaround series. As I explained on the last live, you know, I have been following this man's career forever. You know, I remember when we were playing schoolboy cricket, my team went to play against him. I was at the game, as I said, but I was too young. I didn't make the senior team back then, and he was, you know, so from high school days, I'm watching this guy batting. So it's not like I don't want him to succeed. I want him to make it. You understand? But good gosh, man. If Brooks, Blackwood, and Kamal fails in the test, these three guys should get dropped and replaced for the third, says Cart. All right. So if Brooks and who is, you know, Brooks, Blackwood, and Kamal, yeah. But who we going to use though? We have two guys in this. We're going to have to name. We're going to probably have to name Raymond Reefer in the squad. Then we would have to bring in Raymond Reefer in the squad. But I can't knock you still. I think Blackwood will top score. God almighty. I think Blackwood will top score and Roach will take the most wickets. But Hola will get man of the match. Alright, so yes, Hola going to put in a balanced performance, maybe a 3 wickets or so, and then a 4 wickets and then some runs. Can't put it past him. As somebody previously said, Hola is beast there. Keep it in that like button. Well done for all who forgot the sports ball feeling. Well, especially after that money. Funny enough, Richard, I actually watched only the first half and came here because I know they weren't going to win the game. The team is too open. The team is too open. Them man concede goal more than how. How about Odin Smith bowling in test? Fit up. I would have to see him in some 4-day games. I don't know how you put it now. Where his stamina is concerned, I don't know how long he's able to bowl for, right? So I would have to see him doing some more. That is the thing, you know, we can find guys that are able to bowl quickly, Frank, but how long are they able to do it? You know, do we have the luxury to use him like how England would use a Mark would use him in short bursts of 4 overs or so? I would have to see him in some longer format game. He has the pace, and we know pace is good in Test cricket, but you don't want to start a man in Test cricket as a pace bowler and then after first 3, 4, 5 overs he's no good. And that is what I was reading an article the other day, and I think it was Sir Andy Roberts that said it, that some of these pace bowlers that we have these days, for the first hour of play when the sun is not hot, you know, they will give you a good couple of overs hitting 90 miles per hour. But when they reach in the afternoon going down, these guys drop down into the 70s and 80s. So these are things that we need to look at though. You know, so they would have to play first class cricket so we can see them. Good evening, guys. We have a good pace attack. I just need Blackwood and Campbell to perform. I had a choice. I would have Chase in for Pramal. All right, Sammy. Yeah, those 2 guys that you call, they definitely need to perform with the bat. I was hammering at them just now. Plus Pramal, as I said, Pramal need to perform. Good night, Sports to the Bone. What's up? What do you think of the first test? How they bat and bowl? We looked at that a little earlier, but Generally speaking, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. A couple of guys gave away their wicket. You know, the bowlers, couple of bowlers need to sharpen up. You know, Seals bowled well, took wickets, but I think he needs to get the ball a little bit closer to the batsman, getting them playing more often. With his skill set, he will probably get more edges. So you need to get it a little bit closer. If we're going to go with Perma, he can repeat what happened in the first game as it relates to the amount of runs that he leaked. Odin would be good, but his run up and line and length ain't quite ideal. Yeah, so they need to sort that out. Kyle Mears, Philip, the replacement. Reefer need to get a look in before the series finish. If we have a couple of the so-called specialist batsmen failing before failing in the second game here, then even though Reefer is an all-rounder, we need to give him a look in. He scored a solid century in the warm-up game, so it would be nice. All right. I'm hoping Shamar Brooks could make some runs. This time, the last match, he was outsmart by some very good bowling from Ben Stokes. Yeah, Shamar Brooks need to get some runs. You know, and these guys test career really just kicking off, but they are not young. People like Brooks and Banner and those guys, so they have to hit the ground running. Raston Chase, right, had motive for a left arm spin. Where Goodikish Moti is concerned, you know, he's usually okay in the first class competition, but you see, Parmal is always going to get choice. So once Raston Chase and Cornwall are not there, I think Parmal is always going to get first go in test cricket over these guys. Probably Warwick also, you know. Excited for the test match. Yeah. All right, Jacob, we're closing up soon, you know, guys. So you can probably list your 11 that you want. The link is there, so I'm going to try it now. Now that we're close to the end of the show, if it doesn't work, we can say, all right, no problem. But you can try. The link is there, guys. You can try it. Brathwaite, Campbell, or Brooks, Banner, Mears, Holder, Da Silva, Joseph, Roach, Seals, Versummer, Permal, or Phillips. All right, says Jacobs. All right, Nick says people don't count your chickens before they hatch. We all know who we're dealing with. That is true. That is true. Sports to Bone, help me with something. How fair is it to suggest that JA football fans love English club more than reggae boys? Let me sip some water before. Here what? This one strikes home because I am one of them. When reggae boys play, you know, here what is happening. I like the reggae boys, right? Because it's the national team. But if you talk about the Jamaica Premier League, I don't really watch that. If it is live, I will go and watch that. But this is my thing. I love quality football. I am patriotic. I love my country, yes, but I love quality football. That is the thing. So I watch English league and those type of leagues because I see quality football there. When it comes on to as I had explained on the live previously, why our football is not working. Let me tell you guys, when I was in Jamaica, I lived pretty close to the stadium, and Premier League games played there regularly. And well, not necessarily at the stadium, but a lot of games play at Stadium East, close to where I used to live. And I don't really make a lot of effort to watch it. The guy, man, ain't a good guy, man. Sachin said, "When you toss and do what?" As I said, it depends on what the pitch looks like. All right, I think it depends on what the pitch looks like. All right, guys, I'm going to try if this thing is working, because as I said, I did it earlier today and it worked. So we're going to try again. If it don't work, then we'll probably just end the live shortly after. Let me see now. Sachin and Mr. Lover, you guys can hear me?
Yes, man.
Yes, sir.
See, same problem. I know you guys are maybe hearing them, but I am still not hearing them. And Mr. Lover, in case the viewers think I am not telling the truth, please tell the people that we actually did a live earlier today, and you know I was able.
Yo, we did a live earlier today and it was working, but now it's not. I don't know why, but something bad with Lennox. Everything back to Jamaica, man. Yo, Sachin, go on.
Nothing much, nothing much. Just sitting here waiting for the test match tomorrow.
Well, the one thing I can say right now, the pitch looks like it's going to be a test match pitch, as in fast bowling. Probably one score in the outfield. Might be a little bit on the slug side, but you never know.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a better pitch than what we had in Antigua. Not to knock your home ground, but
Hey. Let me tell you something, right? From what I heard from my sources back home, the
Yo, now
situation.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, good. You see, it's the same thing happened today when we were testing it. I had to exit and then come back in. So apparently this is the thing. When I let you guys in, I have to exit and I don't know what is wrong with
can
this
you
phone.
hear us,
I'm
Lennox?
probably gonna have to try and kidnap my wife phone before she go to work in the days. I don't know. All right, so we were getting ready to close off, but I am definitely going to give you guys an opportunity to talk. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Lennox, you can
But
hear us?
hold on, Mr. Lover. Hear what now? I think only 5 persons can be on because I don't have the one with 10. Right, I took off my card when I was leaving Jamaica, so I have to get that back in. Only 5 persons can be on at a time, I think. I think Sir Ian is there. Haven't seen Ian in a while. I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it'll work now. All right, Mr. Lover, go ahead.
Okay. Me and Sachin was having a discussion before he came back on. Let me finish it
Mm-hmm.
up here. This is
Yeah.
about the Antiguan pitch. I
Mm.
was told by sources back home that the CWI and the players were there practicing from the week in advance when
And
they
the
were
pitch.
about to start the pitch.
And the pitch.
Yeah.
Mr.
So they didn't
Lover.
have the time to fix it.
Mr. Lover, make sure you don't bring any false information on the
I'm
program.
not
You know.
bringing
And
no
the
false
pitch.
information. I was just speaking to my cousin who was
And the
there.
pitch.
Yes. So they didn't have time to do it. Copy.
Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah.
Mm.
I know they usually take at least 7 to 9 days to do a good test match pitch. But the guys say that they didn't have the time because they were practicing there and England was practicing at the other ground with the President 11.
Oh. So let me ask you a question. Is only one? Is on? I don't remember. Is only one strip there and in the middle?
They were practicing on the whole pitch. They couldn't do nothing because they would have to be watering the pitch area and rolling it
Mm.
with the heavy water. And with them practicing there now, they can't do that because they don't want to risk anybody getting injured and then they get sued.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know, I see guys prepare pitches when I was in Jamaica, but that's a little bit strange. Yeah, a bit strange.
Well,
It's
next
strange
time,
stuff.
St. needs to practice early in advance or make the people them prepare
Mm.
the pitch first.
What type of style that man?
So
Mm.
basically, they
All
caused
right,
them.
Mr. Lover. I soon come to you the session. Sir Ian, we haven't seen or heard you in a while.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, where I am here. You're here, no man.
I thought you went Ukraine. I get frightened.
No.
I said, what all are we seeing at sports? To the bone shaking up
Mm.
back me, boy. Pressure. Yes, man.
No.
What I
Mm.
write some interesting things. Firstly, let me speak with Blackwood. It's time Blackwood settle down now.
Yep.
Time he settle down. Come on, he's the vice captain. Right? We can't continue this nonsense. It's time
I
he
was
settle.
saying it earlier, Sir Ian. You cannot be in the team as a specialist batsman batting at 5 and not making any runs. It doesn't make any sense.
Right? And then the other thing is, Hepmeyer. Uh,
Mm.
he would have played some first class matches, correct?
Yeah, he played a couple, but they didn't select him based on his score. He wasn't
Right.
selected in the squad. Mm.
But if he can't make runs in first class, why he getting picked on a tell? You see, I don't understand. You know, I know Saturn and them talking about Hepmeyer. I like Hepmeyer, but if it is at that level, he failing. What you expect to happen when
Mm.
he plays Test cricket?
You see, that is the thing, Sir Ian, why he wasn't selected. I am thinking they wanted him to play against England, and they are actually happy that he was playing. But you see, the fact that he did not really do anything much, they couldn't have selected him with good conscience, and I agree with the decision. You understand? Because he's not doing anything right now. Well, I mean, earlier today I did a video said that he's now over in India preparing. So it's not like any league is playing, so he would definitely be in the test match. It's just that he did not do what was necessary as it relates to score runs. And as I said, you have to score runs there in order to show that you will be able to manage at the at the level there. We know he's talented, but you can't get selected that way. You have to you have to get the runs.
So what it looks to me is that um, his wealth has made him kind of comfortable, and, I think that the real discipline you need.
Yeah.
The longer game, I just don't feel it there again because he did well in the 2020 and making some good dollars.
And
yeah,
you see the next thing to Sir Ian, you have to be very disciplined and love it like that to be making so much money in T20 and then run down the test cricket. Because I think what they are making playing test cricket for the year, they probably make that in 1 month. You understand? Yeah. In the IPLs or other leagues. So you have to be really disciplined and dedicated. So you find that the players that are not really getting the IPL and the big franchise contracts, those guys will put out a lot. People like the Brathwaite, people like the Bonner, and those guys. It's just like Jason Holder, who we see, he has 3 contracts with West Indies, right? Well, it would be 2, white ball and red ball, to play 3 formats. But those guys are disciplined, and those guys, that guy really think it's not easy. It's not easy to resist the temptation of making 1 year salary in 1 month. It's not easy at all.
I wish I could do that. Here, listen, I need to ask a question. Does it have a match referee?
If who?
Doesn't these games have a match referee?
Yeah, man. Every international game must play with a match referee. Usually, when we're in the Caribbean, they usually assign former West Indies player, man. What's his name? Richie Richardson?
So Richie Richardson.
Yeah, usually.
English players who was bullying the umpire. When they wanted to say this guy out when the ball hit the ground, they was literally bullying the umpire. Why wouldn't they fine their fees? Why wouldn't they not charge for that disrespect to the umpire? Right? They use up all the thing already. All there, and they're literally trying to accuse the umpire thieving when it is clear that you couldn't make a clear call because the bat. You see a set of dirt fly up. The bat had hit the ground.
Yeah, the bat hit the ground, and we could see a little space. But
did you see how they want to bully the umpire? So,
I saw them complaining, but I don't know if you think it went that far.
That is not the cricket I know.
I mean, when they're teaching umpiring and they're teaching in the game, they said the umpire's decision is final, and you're not supposed to challenge them outside of the laws like that. But so I can understand what you're saying as it relates to that's not the type of cricket, but So you said the match referee should have gotten involved in it.
Yes, because if you do that, you would have here. If it was one of our players, you'd have here. After the match, they lose 20% of the fee. They lose this, they lose that.
Wait, Mr. Ian, I gotta ask you something, right? Who was it? Someone.
All right, sir. Yeah. All right. Let me hear Sachin. Let's have Sachin.
An England batsman hit the ball. It came off of the ground. Go on onto the pads and hold.
Sachin gone, or is my thing stop working again?
Mr. Ian,
you can hear me, Mr. Lover?
We can hear
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Ian,
okay, I'm not sure if Sachin stepped away from me.
Yeah, I hear Sachin.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Sachin.
Yeah, I hear Sachin.
Yeah, I can hear you, Lennox.
Oh. I don't know what's happening then. You see, I tell you guys, I don't know if it's the phone because I am hearing Ian and what's his name, and Mr. Lover, but I'm not hearing Sachin in at all.
Maybe turn off our mics and see if we can hear Sachin.
I don't know.
Yeah, Lennox, can you hear
what's
me?
What's happening, Sachin?
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear Sachin, and I know Sachin have something to say to Sheldon and the others, you know.
We
You
hearing,
sure?
we hearing Sachin
We
good.
hearing him.
We
Oh,
hearing
I
him.
hear it. Oh, I hear the two of you guys. All right, so this is what will happen. So seeing that I can hear Sir Ian and Mr. Lover, I will give Sachin his time to speak, maybe about 30 seconds or a minute, gets his information out, and then Sir Ian or Mr. Lover can tell me when he's finished. I won't be able to hear him though. So you can go ahead, Sachin.
Yeah, so Ian, I was asking the question. England batsman hit the ball, and it was a bomb ball, and Hoda caught it at slip, and they reviewed it. And then after that, Hoda and Brathwaite went up to the umpire, and they keep asking and asking the umpire questions too. So maybe from that, that's where that's where England got the thing from. And Sheldon, I know you say is the problem. I don't care what you say. Um, so I don't know if that's why the England players went up to the umpire, because if you saw, I think it was Jack Leach hit it on the floor, and then Hoda caught it at slip, and they appealed for it, and it was not out. But Hoda still went up to the umpire and was asking about it. So do you think that's the reason why the England players did it?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, I really didn't see that. What I saw in its, in other words, what I saw individually, in my humble opinion, was enough to charge some of them fellas.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
I have one question. Did any of you see the ball tampering by the spinner, the left arm spinner?
What did he do, Mr. Lowe? Mr. Lowe,
Put
what
his
did he
hand
do?
in his mouth, lick his fingers, and put his hand on the ball and shine the ball. Did it blatantly
What did he
twice.
do?
Saliva on the ball twice.
Serious?
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up at all, Mr. Lowe. Are you sure he didn't? A lot of persons,
do it.
a lot of
This,
people,
look.
no, a lot of people sweat here, you know. So maybe he was wiping the sweat from here. I doubt they would be I doubt they would do that with so many cameras, man. I
Hey,
doubt. I doubt they would do that.
Mr.
And
Lover,
if it is the case that he did it once, I am thinking probably he would catch up and say, oh, I didn't remember that I can't put saliva on the ball.
But before you
I
go on,
doubt it, man. You think he would be that brave to do something like that 2 times?
yeah. But one other thing, the how England run the game right down to the end. What's your view on that?
I don't really you see, this is my thing. I did a video about it, Sir Ian, and I can understand what Carlos Brathwaite was saying, that maybe they wouldn't have done it with any other team, but it's Test cricket. West Indies would have proven before that we have we have the ability to really slip and slip miserably. So I mean, I would knock them. It's not like the light was getting bad or anything. So I can't even knock them for finishing the game. I can't even knock them. I can't knock them. Finishing off a game, it might be saying today, it might be saying, here what? I think my bowlers can use 2 overs and take 6 wickets. That is what it might be saying. And we might look at it as being disrespectful, but it's the game. So I can't really knock it. It's a game.
They look desperate. They look desperate. They look like the only chance they have to beat you. So run it right down. You 6 more balls and you telling me you ain't called out the game yet? 6 more balls? Because you believe you call out 6 batsmen every ball? What the hell is this, boy?
Yeah, I understand. I understand people having a fuss with it, but at the end of the day, we can't really curse it. That is why a lot of big media don't pick it up. Some of the media pick it up because Carlos Brathwaite is well known and he had something to say about it. But it's not a big topic because at the end of the day, I wouldn't really say it's unsportsmanlike and it's not breaking the laws of the game. So, it's just showing that we think you are not good enough, and that there's nothing wrong with a team saying, I think my bowler can outplay him, right? It's not unsportsmanlike and it's not troubling the law. It looks away now. Don't get me wrong, it really look away that they really go down, especially with 2 set batsmen. But I can't knock Joe Root as a captain for that, man. Like, I can't knock him at all. I think our question is here. Sports to the Bone question to Ian, Marlon. Well, Marlon isn't here today, and so it would be Mr. Lover and I think Sachin. What do you think of Bonner 2 innings, and do you think he bat too slow, and what should he do? All right, we were able to tackle this topic a little earlier, but because I was the only one speaking and just reading comments, I will give you guys a chance. So what say you, Sachin, you hear me? Well, he's going to be
Yeah,
here now.
Lennox.
I
I don't
still
know if
not
you
hear
can
him.
hear me now.
So we're going to make Sir Ian go first, then Mr. Lover, then Sachin will go, and you guys will let me know when Sachin is finished. So as I said earlier, based on what is happening with the team, the other guys not playing their role, I have no issue with Banner batting like that. What says you, Sir Ian?
Well, the thing is that it was necessary based on the circumstances. Because we see already what happened as soon as them fellas out, the rest shaky. So, so I mean, he decided, look, hey, what's going on? I go stay here and go back right through the innings, don't matter how it is. The only thing I'd say on that though, I was wondering though, if the spinner that he was facing, if really and truly that spinner was so hard to hit that you couldn't just line up and drive one past him or something.
I doubt it. I doubt the spinner was that hard to hit.
I just felt that I have no problem with the innings, but I just felt that some of the balls they put themselves under pressure because sometimes they bowl a ball and they could have just drive. And
I agree.
So but I have no problem with the innings in that sense.
Yeah, I agree. If a ball is there to be scored off, it's nice if you can try and score. But as I say, we need those sort of solidity. Mr. Lover, are you there or are you gone?
I'm right here.
All right. What say you? We're losing the games or we're drawing games because of how Banner is batting. What say you?
Bonner did his job. He was basically there to steady the ship and hold the innings together. And maybe he could score a little bit quicker, but based on the situation and the pitch condition, he did his job very, very well.
All right, agreed. Yes, Sachin, you can go ahead.
For me, I think Bonner did, like everyone said, Bonner did what he was supposed to do because I didn't want him to go out there and play rational shots, and then he would get in trouble and then like get the follow wickets, and then from there West Indies will be in trouble. So in my opinion, again, Bonner did what he was supposed to do.
You finished, Lennox?
All right, and I assume he's saying the same thing, right? Because I think he had posted in the comment section that what the problem is the man that is batting at 5. If you're playing Test cricket, not only are you supposed to be able to score runs consistently, you should be able to score at a good enough pace, right? So
question:
Blackwood must score runs.
How about moving Blackwood back down to 6 and put Holder at 7 then?
You see, that is a problem. That is where I have the problem now, where we have the all-rounder coming in to bat before a specialist batsman. Why are you going to put the specialist batsman to bat at 7? If a man not batting and can't make the team, he just can't make the team. Get a batsman that can bat. You see, that is the problem. Holder do a lot of work with the ball. If you are in the team as a specialist batsman, you should be batting before the all-rounder. Is my countryman, but the truth is the truth. You must be batting. The all-rounder is not Jack Callis, It's not Jack Callis we're talking about, And not because I love Jack Callis. It's not Jack Callis. We're talking about Jason Bowler. Not saying he's not quality, but we're not talking about Callis that can make any team as a batsman or as a bowler. So if you're talking about West Indies team, the specialist batsman should be. The man must start make runs and stop the foolishness here. The man must make runs. Make runs. I'm not going to compensate by putting Bowler in front of him for him to do what. But at 7.
That making sense.
And when we don't score now, we're going to say, all right, bat him further down and make Da Silva bat before him.
On spot. Let bowler ball. Let's start bowling.
Yeah, no man. Mr. Lover, I'm not knocking a point about. I see people posting it in the chat before, asking if Bowler must bat before him. So when he's not scored, we're going to put Da Silva before him. And then when Joseph get a probably 30 or 40, we're going to say, we can squeeze Joseph before him. The man must make runs, bat and make runs. He must do that. That is why he must bat and make runs.
The man work is the stuff. And
The man must back and make runs and stop the foolishness. Hold on, let me try again. I see OJ trying to get on, but I don't know OJ. Let me try. Just give me a second. They can hit. Oh, I think they're trying to come on.
F15 to the one to the box. Care from the box. Take the card.
Yeah, but in all honesty, though, guys, tomorrow, we just need to go out there and as the batsmen don't need to just look to survive, right? That's what you are asking for trouble there. You know, only a few batsmen can look to survive and work out in their favor. You know, you have to look to score runs. You have to look to score runs. You know, because there, as Ian Bishop would always say, there's going to be a ball with your name on it. You know, so you have to look to try and score. So, tomorrow should be good. I think Brathwaite, Holder, and Roach, those guys have good records at Barbados, right? Usually I think the present game will dictate what will happen. You know, a lot of people believe in what a man would achieve on a particular ground based on history, but you know, history might be in our favor, but we still need the guys to go out and perform.
Hey,
Understand? That is
Mr.
something
Lover.
that I definitely. Oh, hold on, let me try
On it.
something.
Mr.
Wonder
Lover,
where's this?
can you ask when he come on back, ask him if he saw that picture of Hetmyer with his pink hair.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That man, I don't know if you saw the picture, but it's not because people say, oh, I'm being biased towards him. If you look at Hetmyer 4 months ago and you look at Hetmyer now, he looks like he threw off like 30 to 20 pounds.
Maybe about 15 to 25 pounds gone, but still looks heavy though.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, I'm not gonna run away from that fact. He still looks a bit heavy for a top order batsman.
I wish him the best. I hope he does well in IPL and really, you know.
Listen here, right? After the IPL, I do not want to see Hetmyer in any white ball tournament except for West Indies. I'm going to tell you why. The time that he's using to play international franchise cricket, he can be playing red ball in Guyana or somewhere to get back the red ball form. We
Yeah,
have places
improve
like
his
Australia to go to this year, and I want to see Hetmyer in the Australian team.
Yeah,
Anyhow, good
Yeah.
news. Alzari Joseph is 5 wickets away from his 50 test wickets. Jaden Shield just reached 20 test wickets. And I'm interested to see how this goes.
Right. So let me ask something because a lot of you guys wanted De Silva, or they wanted to kick out De Silva of the team and bring back all of it, and De Silva was real bad talk. I know bring hope to wicket pre. Is this one? This the catches I think De Silva taken.
Yeah,
why-
good catch.
Yes, you see why you need a specialist.
Hold on, we have somebody else on OJ got and Sachin got
Listen,
on.
I
Lennox,
never
can you hear
once.
me?
He's not back on yet. He's still loading.
Hold on. I heard somebody else. Who is
Lennox,
it?
can
Sachin
you hear
here?
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, who's that?
Sachin.
All right, Sachin, good.
So I
OJ,
just want to bring up a point to you. I just search up Jason Holder, and now
Mhm.
Jason Holder is bashing Joe Root for reluctant to want to shake hands. So you got to
See?
do a video on that.
yeah, but you see, the thing is, I did a video on it already. But if we are getting talking points as it relates to what Jason Holder said, that would be good. You know, if the article has quotations from what Jason Holder is saying,
Yeah. Wait 1 minute.
yeah, I'm going to check it out. But as I explained earlier, guys, you see, West Indies would have proven before that we are prone to to doing madness. And I don't know if Test cricket should come down to the level where if a team has about 3 or 4 or 5 overs left and think they can bowl out a team, they should just walk off the field. I don't know. I can understand that we had 2 set batsmen in on a pitch that is wasn't too good for bowling, but I don't know if we want to carry the Test cricket down that way. I don't know.
Well, I think England was desperate because they just get beat up from Australia and they're grabbing onto a straw, they're grabbing onto anything to sustain life. They're desperate. They're very desperate. They're on the verge of collapsing completely, you know. If people are good to curtail and them this test, they mightn't be make it to cricket for the next 10, 15 years again. Because right now, they're on the verge of total collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lennox, to your point, yeah, there's quotations in the thing.
All right, I'm definitely going to take a look at it when I am off.
You see how
Definitely
long,
going to take a look at it.
you see how long the bowl is for them? This guy, the top bowler who have a back injury, who limping, the man limping and the other man bowling. As
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
start
Ben
tomorrow.
Stokes.
Ben Stokes.
I had more problem with that, sir, Ian, and I did it, and I said it in my video. My problem was more towards Joe Root having Ben Stokes coming from a side injury bowling so long, and that was my issue. That was, I mean, it doesn't affect us, you know, but it was just brainless cricket to me having the man coming from side strain and bowling so long. I mean, you are the captain. It might Ben Stokes look as if he's one of those strong characters in the team that he will try and force his way. But you are the captain. Take the ball from the man.
Exactly.
And yeah, but
Ben Stokes
I
is
don't
the
know. I
vice
don't
captain.
know.
I suspect you're gonna see the effects of that in this match coming.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Hey,
You see, and that would be a big issue because, as I said, Ollie Robinson is struggling because of, I think, back spasm or something like that. Mark Wood's elbow isn't good, and I don't know. But I don't know if we really want the Test cricket to come to that where if I as a captain think that my bowlers can probably get you out if we have 10 overs remaining, we should not do it.
On
I
a
don't know if
dead,
we want the cricket to that.
on a dead wicket, you know, I mean, wicket had nothing. Yeah, the
No,
man
man. You see, I understand, you know, I always try to argue from 2 points. That's why I mentioned the wicket is dead and we have two set batsmen. So I can understand Carlos and Jason's point, but I don't know if we want to get the Test cricket to that level. I don't know. I can understand the point, you know.
Can I read something that Joe Root said that I think is very interesting?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
It's a short thing. Joe Root said after he heard the comments, he said, I didn't consider shaking hands before we did. And he's talking about Jason Holder. I didn't consider shaking hands before we did. I've seen the comments and I think it's slightly unfair to say that. And then to say, he said, I have a huge amount of respect for every team we play against, and we want to give ourselves every opportunity to win the game. I think Carlos said we wouldn't have done the same thing against Australia. Well, we did. Well, we did do that against Australia at the Lords. And he said if it was up to him, he would do it all over again.
You see, and that is what I'm saying, guys. That what Joe Root said. It's the political correct thing to say. It's politically correct. So he took care of that nicely. But as I said earlier, it's not unsportsmanlike and it's not against the law. You see, unsportsmanlike behavior might not be against the law, right? In sports, unsportsmanlike behavior might not be against the law, but it's something that you don't want to do because you're going to probably affect the next team badly. So I wouldn't call this unsportsmanlike, and I wouldn't call this against the law. It would come down to, say for example, our captain. Let me see if I can find anything where attacking captain like a Pollard, right? Or test captain isn't too attacking. Say attacking captain like a Pollard. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to find anything at all that he would have probably done when we're under pressure.
Yeah, what turn them off. How we was batting like we don't want to really, like we just want to draw the match from day one. I think they get fed up of us because they get
but starting on the final day, we couldn't have won that game. We would have probably, if we went for it, we would have gotten bowled out. So it was the right way to bat, and that is exactly why I was so upset. That's why I was from the first innings.
slow.
You gotta look.
I think they get vexed for that.
On that last day, Jason Holder got out twice. I don't know if you saw it. Jason Holder got out LBW twice. But the umpires didn't give him, and Joe Root had one review and he didn't review.
Yeah, and umpires call. Yeah, I remember. But well, as I said, guys, it's a touchy topic. It's one of those topics that facts won't win you the argument. it's probably one of those arguments that who probably think their opinion is better will win. But based on the thing that there is no facts to use like that, it's just a matter of what you think. You understand? Because as I said, it's not against the law, it's not unsportsmanlike, and it's not anything like that. So it's just probably showing that we don't think highly of you. Let me put it that way. You are batting well, but we think that you 5 or 6 batsmen might come and do. Why did they do that? They're thinking something like that might happen. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ruth also said he did what he did to get Jack Leach back on the map after a terrible Ashes series.
Yeah, man, get him on the map now. So he thought Jack Leach was going to come and bowl a tight hook and bowl us out.
No, he said he was aiming. He said he was aiming for Jack Leach to get 4 to 5 wickets.
Okay.
That Leach, let me tell you, when that Leach they hold him in Kensington, it's going to be the same story, When they hold him on that wicket in Barbados, it could be a different story for Leach, Let him go. Mark my words, it's going to be what you think it is.
Boy, I hope. I hope. You would take somebody like maybe a Blackwood and a Holder to put him in his place. Because other guys, Brathwaite not going to hammer him too much. They will rotate him, but Blackwood and probably Holder can probably put him out of misery. Similarly to what Marnus Lamachere and Steve Smith did. Yes, Mr. Lover?
Let back in OJ.
I want to say, let me try. I don't know. If I try let him in, I'm probably going to have to come out again. I don't know what's wrong with my phone.
OJ,
well, he's loading. He's loading. Hopefully, it will come on.
OJ.
I ain't hearing OJ.
I can't hear him. You guys hear me? OJ?
I hear some of him and then he cut off. I don't know.
He said 1 minute.
Oh. Well, it's the same issue then because
I was asking Mr. Lover if you saw the picture of Hetmeyer. He
Yeah, man.
look as fit as he needs to be, but the man looked like he threw out 15 pounds or 20 pounds.
You see, I saw the picture. I saw the picture making the rounds.
Hair.
Yeah, with the pink hair. He's youthful exuberance with the hair thing, but John was there. You see, I don't want it to seem as if I am trying to favor one guy, but I really wanted this young man to get some runs in the regional championship, but he didn't do himself any favor at all.
Exactly.
I really wanted him to get some runs, so he could probably
But when he take his hand and slap with that ball, I got so upset. I think it was the 3rd innings when he take his hand and slap with the ball. I was like, what are you doing?
Didn't see it, but it's not good though. It's not good. All of the players coming through, and I think this is why I'm not saying to throw away our current players, but test players. But this is why I think we need to focus on. Casey Carthy would have shown, albeit one game against England, that he has the ability. Reefer, he has been around for a while, so it's not even like it's a 10-year project that we can invest in. But we need some guys, because the Poor and the Hetmeyer and a couple of others that we were thinking a couple of years ago going to settle down in all 3 formats. It's not working. It's not working at all.
But Campbell, what about the resurgence of Campbell, boy?
What resurgence? You saw how Campbell got out?
Oh God!
No, but
Malcolm like a Jermaine Blackwood now. Get caught mid off.
You see, in all honesty though, the first innings, that 83 partnership that he put on with Captain Brathwaite didn't look too bad. He played a couple of shots that was unbecoming. The English bowling wasn't too good, but I still think that I don't know what is wrong with this man.
You look like someone. You look like when Simmons 30 something in 2020.
I think
Not
no.
like Simmons.
Simmons should come and play Test cricket.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Lennox, do you think I don't know. I've never like followed Campbell that much. Do you think can Campbell bat lower than 4?
Gosh,
Well,
yeah.
watching John Campbell from school days come right up to now, he's always in the top order. But based on how he plays, I think he's suited at the top. He's suited at the
Because
top.
I would love to see Blackwood open back with Brathwaite for like at
Mm,
least one more test, because they did well the 2 times that they 2 or 3 times that they opened together,
mm-hmm.
and have Campbell bat at like 4. No, Campbell could
Come
bat at
on.
3, because remember
Anybody
Bonnet.
batting at 4, anybody batting at 4
No,
must be able to bat, you know.
remember they moved Bonnet to 4. Bonnet's batting at 4
Yeah,
now, and
yeah, and
Brooks
Brooks
can
at
bat at
3.
5.
Remember
Brooks
the
can
drop
bat at 5
Solozano,
and
the drop Solozano to bring here. Yes, remember that, huh?
Yeah,
Most of
Solozano.
only most of
Solozano in the warm-up game, I think, no, not the warm. What happened in the warm-up game? He got run out in one.
he got
And
around 17 and 1 and he make about 30 something.
the next game up kept low and got while Salazar is a saltist man. And the game that he got run out when Mosley ran him out, he was looking really good, He was looking good.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we fix this, I don't know how we're going to fix this at all. I don't know.
Yeah, so Campbell make a set
But
run.
but it would be stretching it a bit though to move an opener and put him down at 4 or 5, Or
Yeah.
probably, this man is not 19 or 20, This man is 28, I think, 29. So his career, probably we should be encouraging him to perfect his art of opening. He's closer to perfecting that than to batting and making runs in the middle. It might sound disrespectful, but that is what I see.
Yeah, you can hear me?
yeah, OJ.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
Lennox, can you hear OJ?
Yeah,
No,
hello?
OJ,
You can hear me?
now?
You can hear me now? No?
Oh, Lennox,
Well,
we hearing you, but
we
Lennox
hear
not
you,
hearing
but
you.
cannot.
Oh, Lennox
All
can
right,
hear me.
all right. Here what happens now. Here what happened.
So I have to
We're
come back.
almost finished. So what I'm going to do, even though I'm not hearing him, I'm going to give him a minute or so to make his point, bring across everything that he wants to bring across, and you guys will let me know when he's finished. But I can't hear him. You can't tell him to go ahead now if he's not hearing me.
Okay. So the YouTube can hear me, or
Yeah, everyone else can hear you.
Everybody else say,
so y'all have
All
brought
right,
up.
let him go ahead.
Yeah, so you talked about how they played the innings, the day 3, and then you talked about Hetmeyer. Okay, so the day three, my issue they have is they scored 171 runs in 90 overs. That's unacceptable in Test cricket for sure. But the bigger problem I thought it was is the same mentality that Shea Hope has when he plays ODI cricket, and it's a team issue because they don't bat in partnerships. They don't understand how to bat in a partnership. So whoever's the dominant person, whoever's the person that's scoring the runs, in this case it was Bonner, he scored the runs at a certain pace and they continue to score runs at a pace. There should be another person accelerating. You don't have to bat with one person and say, okay, this is the pace. Somebody can accelerate the innings. You have to score at least 220 to 250 runs in Test cricket to win games. And you saw England when they come in the second innings now, they scored what, 230 in one day? Anybody know the exact figure?
They scored 219 in 60 overs.
In
And
60 overs.
and the
right?
previous day, Westney scored 190 in 90 over.
So I think the West Indies were kind of comfortable with a possible draw. Even the 280, I thought to myself, all right, it's not really possible, but if you get to 200, whichever part you reach at 200, try and win the game at that point. If you can get to 200 before 70, like 60, 50 overs, try and win the game. And I thought that was the unacceptable part. Now, Hetmeyer is a real important piece because he's the type of batsman that would have batted at his own pace regardless of whatever was going on. The pitch didn't have much in it, and I think anybody should have been able to score runs on that. I don't think England are going to score 3 centuries in a game again for the rest of the tour. So, yeah. Mosley run our Salazar like a dunce. What do you mean by
Still
that?
going?
Who's Mosley?
No,
Yes,
he
guy from
was
Barbados.
he was talking about that Barbados game, OJ, that where Mosley ran him out.
Oh. Campbell did last.
Oh no, I'm saying OJ is still going. He's still speaking.
Yeah, he was still
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
but he's done
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
my
yeah.
last piece is
Mm-hmm.
the pitch that you played South Africa against in
Mm.
St. Lucia, that is the kind of pitch you should expect tomorrow.
For Barbados.
Yeah.
Go again, Mr. Lover.
The pitch conditions that we played against South Africa with in St. Lucia, expect that kind of a pitch in Barbados tomorrow.
Mm.
Can
It's
anybody
shine and so on.
So
when you win the toss, what is the position if you win the toss?
Look out for the short balls.
So that's why I was gonna ask you. So if we suppose you remember what Nakia and Rabad and those guys did to us, we didn't make 200 in any other games.
Nope.
But no, it's different. It's a different bowling unit though. So and our batsmen are they are doing their thing now. But if we win it, I'm going to give you guys to go to a chance to go before I finish up. But as I always say, if we win the toss, it depends on what we turn up and see tomorrow morning. That is why I always like to call it. It depends on how the overall overcast, or the clouds. Okay, depends on all of those things. But usually we used to hide our batsmen, put them in the field to get some confidence that the bowlers go out and do their thing. We have a couple of guys scoring now. England bowling is not so confident. So if we think we can, we could probably go in and try and get some runs. I don't know. Or if they are afraid to bat on that first day pitch, let Seals and those guys go and probably see if they can work some magic for us. Yes, Sir Ian, final state then Sachin.
Well, because our strength, which I said from the last match, is our bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Every time when we toss, we have to bowl. We have to bowl. We have to use any early moisture, any early swing, anything, because that is our strength. Our strength is not our batting. We don't face England anymore because our batsman is not our strength. Our strength is our bowling. Roach, Seals, this boy, what's his name again? This guy who got the most wickets,
Joseph
Holder. Yeah.
Joseph Holder, that is our strength. Right? So we bowl first. If they put us in, I would be a little concerned. I think we will last the day if they put us in.
All right, good. Yes, Sachin.
I think for me, Jason Holder, he would be the main guy in Barbados. I was just looking up some stats. He played 9 test matches in Barbados, 450 runs, and he averages 56. And then you have Brathwaite played 6 matches there. He has 276 runs, and he only averages 23. So hopefully he gets up good.
Yeah.
But I'm still worried after I saw those replay from Saki Mahmood. I hope he doesn't come good against West Indies. That's all I'm hoping. But for me, I don't know. I don't know what we would do. Like if we win the toss, I don't know what we would do. I think we should bowl first, put pressure on England early, and give them the ball, and hopefully bowl them out.
Hopefully. All right. OJ is still there or is off?
Think OJ came off.
All right. I was looking if he's there to finish up, but yeah, we're going to leave it right there for this evening, guys. 2 hours on the track, 2 hours 3 minutes. I must say I really appreciate you guys sticking it out. Really happy that you were able to come on and give your views. You know, it was a fun 2 hour, I must say. It was definitely a fun. And you guys probably saved me the torture of watching that second half between Manchester United and Atletico Madrid. So don't know it, but tomorrow definitely going to try and see if we can get a video in before the game. Then after the game, hopefully I can do a little bit of talking. Hopefully I live after the game. You know, depends.
Yeah,
hopefully we can go live.
Make sure you check out just type in Jason Holder and it's the first article that pops up.
All right, definitely will. All right, so we're going to leave it right here for now, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. Keep yourself safe. All right, blessings, everybody.